Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to an afternoon edition of Outskirts Overland. If you guys would, I'd appreciate if you go rate the podcast or leave a review. It helps me out. I really would appreciate it. So hopping into it. You know what today is? I don't know what today is. Today's the day where I had to take my truck back in to get the alignment done. Because yesterday they told me my inner tie rod end was needed replaced. And I was like, no, I just did tie rods. Like, I know it doesn't need replaced. And so then I went and looked at it. What had happened is they used vice grips to try and adjust the inner tie rod and chewed it to all high heck. It was just chewed up. I got a picture of it's the for this, but man, it looks like shredded sheet metal. Like, it's still strong. It's rounded it off real bad. So I was like, no, 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 no. I'm not replacing the inner tie rod end that is relatively, it's in good condition. I was like, you guys just chewed it all up. So I took them. So this morning, I took them a pipe wrench. I was like, and again, you shouldn't need to use a pipe wrench on something that's supposed to be 15 millimeter, but pipe wrenches are made to grab stuff that's rounded. So I took them a pipe wrench and said, here you go, have a ball. And they got it aligned today, but due to me trying to be there like first thing, 7:30 in the morning, this was not at all on my mind. I was like, I just got to get this done so I can get to work because I waited all day for them to tell me that I needed a tie rod that it didn't need. And I don't try to be a know-it-all, guys, but just because you can't adjust it because you used vice grips on it and chewed it up doesn't mean the part's bad. The function of the part is to be able to adjust. You can make that happen. But the seals aren't bad. The joints aren't bad. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing about it was bad. Threads are all good. Everything's fine. They got it aligned in like 15 minutes. And I just took it in to get I get alignment about every, you know, depending on when I need it, but about every year, nothing. I'm not crazy. Sometimes I do it every 6 months. It just depends on what I've been doing with the truck. But it was a big, huge, like, it was like an ordeal that it didn't need to be, is all there is to say about it, really. So, anyways, and I drove the truck 2 days. I didn't really particularly want to be driving the truck, but that's also neither here nor there. So, yeah, as far as overlanding is going, man, I'm seeing there's a lot going on. The space is changing. I say it like, I mean, I know I do daily and I say it all the time. The space is changing. The space is changing. It is changing, though. I'm seeing far more people on Instagram taking pictures of travels than I'm seeing videos about travels. And I'm still seeing that I'll call it that cross between overlanding and a bunch of other outdoor activities. Which, if you're somebody that likes hiking and biking and kayaking and overlanding and if you like it all together, now's a good time for you. I don't have a lot of interest. I put pretty much all my energy into just this. Not that that's good, bad, or indifferent. It's just the way that it's just what I do. I'm not. I'm a kind of a one-trick pony here. I put a lot into this, and I don't have that much, butter to spread around, financial butter. So I got to stick to a hobby, and I like this one, so I have stuck to it. I mean, nothing crazy going. No, I mean, not nothing new to you guys. So that being said, it started to get me thinking. What does this? As we go from a time where this was kind of a novel thing and not really known to a huge, enormous spike in 2020, I don't know how to project where we're going to know how to help you guys out the best. Because do we got a lot of new people that are just watching all the backlogged stuff? Do we have people wanting new and updated information? Do I need to just go back to beginner things, to try and consolidate some of that for you guys? Are we in the place where everybody's buying stuff because it's available? Or are we still building stuff? It's just such a weird time where, like, there's just not an influx of influx. There's not a library of new overlanding content for me to, you know, go kind of get a feel for the to get a feel for the industry right now. I think trailers are becoming really big, but I think that is in itself another subcategory of the hobby itself, just because you got your people that are more into wheeling than just the travel, and that's just trailers don't do that. I talk about it. I mean, I'm beating a dead horse here. I talk about it all the time, but also I'm not seeing much off-road content right now. So I'm wondering what's going on. Vehicular off-road content. I don't have my algorithm does not feed me anything about side by sides, but just my drive to work feeds me a lot. Like I see side by sides regularly here in mid Missouri. So I just am at a loss for like what this is even all becoming. Am I about to just be this outlier in general? Because I don't know what's realistically what's going on. Um, and it's tough for me because now I am an influencer and I have a bunch of content out and I'm going, what do I talk about here? So it's just tough, it's just tough to kind of, I'm wading the waters, and trying to get a feel for what's going on. All the brands are marketing like nothing slowed down. I mean, if you were to go on, Instagram maybe is the place for overlanders now. If you were to go on Instagram, you wouldn't know anything changed. I mean, Instagram is so full of people that are producing content, pictures, reels, shorts, and maybe that's what it's turning into. But there's a lot of that, like, come tour my van with me, come do a day in the life with me, like over the course of like 30 seconds or a minute, chopped up, into shorts and reels and cool photos. And like, even me, I got a drone. That thing does 4K. It's got a gimbal. Like, I can take cool video and pictures. Like there's just I can, and it's not at all a big deal. Like it's more accessible and easier than ever. So like to produce that content's really easy versus a video that takes, what do they say, an hour or 2 hours a minute. So it's tough. And there's some people that are still producing content, but I wouldn't say at a slower rate, but the people that were producing a lot of content, weekly content, 2 times a week content, I haven't seen a daily vlog from anybody in forever, which is exactly why I started doing it. Because as somebody that's bored, like in general, I value something to just somebody to just rattle and I'll hear what they got to say. Daily vlogs used to be something that was extremely popular on YouTube and or podcasts or whatever. Like people want to get to know you and see what's going on in your life. People want an inside look. So I started doing it simply because I was like, just nobody else is doing it, and if they were, I'd follow them if it was as good, like if it was of the same quality mine is. Which by saying that I mean low quality. By saying that, like it's not great quality, so it's not a whole bunch of production value here, but it's just something to do. Like I enjoy doing it. It's not hard for me to do. You guys seem to enjoy it. It's not really a big like the big huge hoopla for me. So yeah, but the space is making such a shift right now that we're in the middle of that. I don't know. I mean, nothing's changing for me, So, but I want to help you guys. Like the whole point of doing this at all is to help, to help fill in gaps with all my experience. To in short, that's a way I could put it in short. I want to fill in gaps on experiences that I've had that are problems that you may have that you don't need to have because I already did have, if that makes sense. Use my experience to prevent you from making mistakes I already made, having mishaps that I already had, doing things that, weren't worth it. But right now, I don't know if my experience even is necessarily applicable because it's headed in such a different direction from long road trips to like trailers and more, not such rural backcountry spots. That's got potentially hookups. But like off-grid trailers is not something I know anything about. So I'm not going to sit here and go, oh man, this is the that, this is the this, and this is the that. So that's getting popular, and I could learn about it, but I'm not passionate about it the same. And I see vehicle based becoming less and less popular. I see overland built vehicles being really popular, but not overland used ones. People are building vehicles to show off things and lights and lifts and wheels and tires and racks and tents. But like, again, I will stress that you can really tell very, very easily if the stuff gets used. Like if it always looks new, like this stuff weathers, it patinas. Like there's nothing about a piece of overland equipment that I have that you wouldn't be that doesn't have witness marks from using it. Like even if you're careful, even if you're this, even if you're that, it still shows the signs of being used. And I see a lot of companies, and good on them, like good on them, business vehicle, tax write off potentially, whatever, advertisement, marketing budget, whatever they're doing. But they're building rigs, and I see rigs for sale. Like you go and bring a trailer right now. I'm on a face. Bring a trailer has overland rigs for sale. They're all way overpriced. Mods do not make your car worth more money, even though you spent it. It's kind of like that's on you, bro. But bring a trailer's got overland vehicles and different stuff. Same as I'm on Overland Classifieds on Facebook, Overland Vehicles and Vans, like where they sell them, built stuff like that. They're for sale. Like there's even some that people did use a lot for the last 3 to 5 years, and they're selling them now. So maybe it's not the time to be in overlanding. Maybe we're transitioning out of it. I mean, it's been around for freaking ever. So, but it worries me. I've gotten kind of spoiled with having all this equipment readily available from companies and everything. And now I don't want them to go away, but I don't know how to support them either and to keep them around. So it's just unique in that. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's what I got going on. I wanted to get you guys something out today so that you guys had something, like I didn't want to leave you hanging. And this morning just didn't facilitate it, but on my way home it does. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me with a message. Text the podcast. Let me know a topic you guys want to cover. Let me know what you guys think about the overland space right now. Like, what are you seeing? I'm not the only person with an opinion here. Like, what are you guys seeing? What's that look like? From your perspective, or are you guys still just watching old content? Like, are you guys seeing anything new? Are you seeing any new trends that I'm like not picking up on that I should be? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.